Hi guys, it's Ryan here with Sigma Survival, and today's video is all about a military fair that I went to, so stay tuned, this one's going to be a good one. So a military fair, for those that don't know, it's something that happens here in the UK. It's basically where there's a bunch of people that bring a load of collectible items or military surplus items, military vehicles, and they essentially show it off, or they're selling stuff. In most cases, everything that you see is for sale. So yeah, let's do a walk around and I'll talk as we go and you can see what it's all about. So I picked up two scarves while I was there. One of them was another SCRIM scarf. I've already got a few of these from the Army Surplus store. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. But these are useful. They're useful for camouflage. They're useful for, yeah, pretty much camouflage. But I mean, they could probably have some kind of insulating layer if you needed it to as well. I also picked up this SHEMAGH scarf. Now this seems to be a fairly decent one, but it's not as thick as the one that I normally use. So, I mean, I got it for my girlfriend, basically, because I thought, you know, she doesn't have one, I do have one. Well, I have several, actually, but we don't have matching colours, so there it is. Yeah, not quite as thick as the one that I normally use, but then again, it's been flat pack in its packaging for a while. Only £5 here in the UK. That's about retail price. I would have expected it to have been cheaper at this place, given that, you know, a lot of these people were just collectors that were just throwing items out there that they collect, and they just want to sell some of those items off. But nonetheless, you know, a good bit of kit for fair price. Another insulating item. I believe that these, from what I know, these were issued to the SAS supposedly in Northern Ireland back in the 80s. But honestly, they're just a set of leather gloves, but these ones are in green. I used to have the black versions. Great just for general purpose tasks. I mean, a set of leather gloves, you know, not only are they going to keep your hands warm, but they're also going to be good for picking hot things up or doing, you know, sort of like harder tasks, cutting wood, etc. You know, you really need to be protecting those hands. So yeah, good set of leather gloves. Now at this stand, I picked up this very interesting antique. It wasn't expensive, generally speaking. Let me just make sure that's still in there. It wasn't expensive, generally speaking. It's basically a compass from the 40s, 1941. Henry Hughes, Sun Limited from London. And it is a really nice antique piece in this nice case. I believe, let me put that down. I believe this has probably come off of a ship of some sort, made for the Royal Navy, yeah, so it's a naval compass. Seems like a good bit of kit. I'm not sure how accurate it is. You know, I'll have to do a test on that at some point, but what a nice piece of kit. And I got a good deal on this. It was only around about £20 here in the UK. For an antique naval compass like this, you know, you can't go wrong with that. It would be cool to compare that at some point to modern day compasses and see how well it fares up, because, you know, it's made of brass. It's probably full of, I mean, there's no bubbles in it at all, so it's clearly well made. It could be a replica item, although I need to do some research into that. I picked up one of these CAMELBAKs. This was 30 quid, so £30 here in the UK. Not bad at all in DPM colours. One of my camouflage sort of preferences is DPM. If I'm not going sort of low profile and wearing like civilian type camouflage, there's another video on that. But yeah, great bit of kit. I mean, the bag's included. There's also a little pocket here for extra stuff, but it's all built in, and yeah, just a great bit of kit for carrying water on your back. I think this is probably the 3 litre version. Yeah, 3 litre version. Like I say, great bit of kit. So I was happy with what I got, really. It's only a few items, but generally speaking, I got some pretty functional items. Now, it wasn't quite the same as the Army Surplus store haul that I did. It was very interesting to see some of the deactivated firearms traders that were, you know, selling anything from assault rifles to pistols to you name it, they've probably got it. And it's basically a deactivated firearm where, you know, I think the barrel's welded shut, it has to be certified deactivated. And I'll tell you what, they're very expensive to buy. Not something I'm interested in, really, to be honest. You know, I feel like it'd just be a waste of space because you can't even use it anyway. But yeah, is what it is. Lots of antique knives and things like that, which, you know, for a martial arts person like myself and a survivalist, I really like that sort of stuff. But honestly, like, I didn't see the value in buying a lot of those things. And also, I've already got my own kit ready to go, stuff that I use all the time. So there's really no point in me buying anything like that. But yeah, as you could see, I did buy a few things. I bought a few items that I'm practically going to use, and that old compass, which would be really interesting to test out in comparison to modern day compasses and see how it works. Yeah, that's it anyway, guys. Please do drop in the comments what you would have brought or what you thought of that video. Do you go to these sorts of events yourself? Please do like and subscribe. If you subscribe, let us know in the comments as well. Like, just say, oh, I subscribed. Really helps the channel grow, guys. You know, I'm really trying to put some positive stuff out there for people. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time.